I just finished working out, so don't say anything. Really recently, I rediscovered Matthew Santoro.
Don't be afraid, Uncle Matt's here to tell you a bedtime story.
You've definitely seen one of the videos that I'll pop up on the screen of his.
And that's how you set the tone for a video.
So he was setting up one of his videos, like just introing it, and he was like, remember middle school sleepovers when that one kid who had an older sibling would come with the most horrifying stories? And then I was watching the video, and one of the stories was Bloody Mary, and then I was talking to Justin, my boyfriend, about like things that straight up haunted me. After I heard the Bloody Mary story, I will not go in a bathroom if the lights are off. Like, I still, to this day, refuse. Anyway, so I started doing some research and I found a couple of stories that ruined my childhood, and I wanted to share them with you because I'm positive you guys have heard some of these. Justin's not here right now, so I'm a little freaked out. Okay. I wrote some like little summaries on my laptop because some of these stories are really long. So I'm just gonna be reading you a couple. Story number 1, the clown statue. A wealthy couple decided to take a break after a long, tiring week. So they booked a table for dinner and called their babysitter, Rachel. The 2 kids played peacefully that evening. At 8 p.m., Rachel took the kids upstairs and tucked them into bed. Once the kids were asleep, Rachel went into the parents' room to watch television. As she was flipping through the channels, she noticed a large clown statue in the corner of the room. Scary, she thought. Rachel tried to ignore the clown statue, but she could feel the piercing stare, and it began to make her uncomfortable. She went downstairs and called the parents. Can I watch television in another room? The clown statue in your room is making me really uncomfortable. Wait, clown statue? We don't have a clown statue. Just as she said that, the line went dead. I don't know if that's like a classic, but I was truly never the same. The second one is called Wet Footprints. A 15-year-old was home alone while her parents went out to a party. She sat in her recliner with a blanket and watched TV for a few hours. When she awoke, she turned her seat around to face the big glass door and watched the snowfall. She watched for about 5 minutes when she noticed a strange man walking towards the glass from outside. She sat, frozen, as he stared back. She immediately pulled the covers over her head. After about 10 minutes, she removed the covers and called 911. They examined the outside for any footprints in the snow, but there were none to be found. 2 cops entered the home and noticed a trail of wet footprints leading up to the chair where she was sitting. The man she was staring at was not standing outside, but he was standing behind her, and what she saw was his reflection. I'm 26, and that horrifies me. Okay, the last one I'm gonna ruin your day with. This is called The Babysitter. Jane was babysitting for the Millers for the first time. The Millers' kids, Bobby and Tiffany, were asleep when Jane arrived. She was doing her homework and at the kitchen table when the phone rang. Hello?
Have you checked the children?
She hung up the phone and walked to the front door to make sure it was locked. The phone rang again. Hello?
How were the children?
She called the Millers several times but couldn't get a hold of them. Jane called the operator. The operator asked her to hold while she traced the calls. When the operator came back on the line, she told Jane,
We traced the call. It's coming from inside the house. Do you hear me? It's coming from inside the house.
just in case. Fit check.